Awesome. This is Darren with Leaders in Business Podcast, where CEOs and executives in the digital marketing and social media space share their best advice. It is 6 questions in 9 minutes because leaders know what they are talking about. So let's get to it. So in a few sentences, go ahead and tell us who you are and what you do.
My name's Amy Wills. I am a digital marketing consultant and a social media manager, and a mom to 2 busy little boys.
Awesome. I just added a daughter to my family as well. So what's the best thing about leading your business?
There's so much to learn all the time. It's always changing. There's never an opportunity to be stagnant. I mean, if you're stagnant or you stick with that's what we've always done, or that was successful this one time, I mean, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. So it's neat to always be evolving.
Indeed, change is the only constant. And so I hear from other business leaders, that it can be challenging to grow your business in today's environment. What are your thoughts on this?
On some platforms, it can be. Like Instagram, a lot of people say it's really difficult to grow because they have it set up for, we want everyone to grow and be social, but it's almost like they encourage a cookie cutter mold of, we want you to branch out, but branch out with people that are just like you. So you're kind of having to copy their stuff, but maintain some authenticity all at the same time. So a lot of people have trouble balancing that of showing who they are, but also blending in with what's trending at the moment.
Yeah, so standing out without rocking the boat too much.
Right.
That's a fine line. So, following that thread, what is the best advice that you can give to other business leaders about creating a successful business?
Be yourself. And I know that sounds very cliche, but just be yourself because someone's going to need exactly what you have to offer. I also think it's very important to be humble. Something that I've come across with a lot of people are, they do grow and they get in tons of engagement. But then whenever somebody comes to ask them a question, they tend to go, that was dumb. You go, no, I mean, 2 years ago, you were in the same spot and you needed help. So as cliched as it is, be the person that you need or that you needed whenever you were looking to somebody to help you with marketing and growth and building your brand on social media.
So that's an interesting thread, because so what you're essentially saying is if somebody comes to you on social media asking for help or advice with their business, you would take the time, you would advise your clients to take a little time to, shed some light, maybe mentor them or something like this.
Yes, absolutely. Because, everybody says, solve a problem, don't sell a product, solve a problem. The same thing with your own personal brand. People are going to resonate more if you help them, whether it's answering a question or taking that extra 5 minutes to make them not feel like, hey, you're asking a dumb question. There are no dumb questions, and no one's an expert in social media because it changes every day. So remaining humble and just being true to yourself are very important.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have a golden nugget? Being true to yourself is, I think we all know that, but maybe a lot of people have a difficult time grasping what that is, trying to find a space in it. Do you have a little golden nugget for how our audience can kind of get there?
So for me, it's, the end goal that I want of being able to be flexible for my family, things like that. Just have that end goal in sight and try to keep yourself from being so distracted by everything that's shiny and new. And, you go, oh, this is the neat trend. I'm going to veer down this road. I mean, you kind of have to be laser focused on what it is you want and build toward that. Don't build for everyone else, build for yourself.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So what other successful business leaders like yourself would you like to acknowledge and should be on my podcast?
Patrick Williams, who is on LinkedIn and Twitter and everything else. I love him. He's so just unapologetically himself, and has been thriving in digital marketing for so long. He's fantastic. And then Anthony Jones, for all the same reasons. They're both great leaders.
Awesome. I'll definitely reach out to them. And now for the final fun question, who is the most interesting person to follow on social media and why?
Carly Kloss, because she is wildly impressive. She's a Victoria's Secret model. She's the founder of Coding with Klossy, and she pushes anything that's about women in science. And it's just so neat because she's all of these huge things, but then she does so well at engaging with her followers on all media. She does the Klossy Run Club. I mean, she has a really good way of making people feel like, oh, I'm really best friends with her.
Even though she's like a massive influencer.
Exactly. Like, I'm the one person out of her 8 million followers that she wants to talk to.
That's amazing. That's definitely a skill that we're ready to master. Well, it was an absolute pleasure having you on. How can people find you?
My handle is at Amy Leanne W for pretty much everything. LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. Follow me everywhere.
Awesome. Well, that's a wrap. This is Darren with the Leaders in Business Podcast. For more insights and ideas, go to our website, leadersinbusinesspodcast.com. Thank you.
Thanks.